Hello everyone, my name is Keith McLane and I'm an auctioneer from the San Francisco Bay Area. We're sitting here in the Ruby Sky nightclub in downtown San Francisco for the 7th annual Bachelor's Auction. We're going to have a great night tonight. In about 2 hours there's going to be over 1,000 women in this room bidding on 25 of the country's most eligible bachelors. It's going to be a great night, so let's plug in your seatbelts. So I got into the real estate auction business in 1991. It was the last time that the real estate market was really bad. Did that for 4 years, ended up getting involved with Special Olympics, did a couple Special Olympics charity auctions, and took off from there. So as I started doing charity auctions, I realized that people had pretty low expectations. So if I could come out and be just a little bit interesting, Cam couldn't believe it. People get all excited. The fundamental thing about being an auctioneer is it's not about speaking fast, and I can speak pretty fast, but it's about connecting with the audience. And the best way to connect with the audience is if you get rapport with them, make them feel like they like you, and obviously the more entertaining you can be, that really helps too. So as soon as I realized that, I started jumping off the stage and going out into the audience and running around and eating people's food. And one time I even started a motorcycle on a dance floor and kind of rode it around. Hotel security didn't dig that much. Right now when I'm doing auctions, I try to think about what can I do with this item to make it more exciting and more, something that people don't expect. And so I think I've had a pretty good success with that. After about 15 years, I figured, I probably ought to go back to school and figure out what I'm missing, what I don't know. So I enrolled at the Missouri Auction School, which Newsweek magazine called the Harvard of Auctioneering. The second I got there, I realized I was kind of a fish out of water, as everybody else was wearing cowboy hats and cowboy boots. And they ended up calling me California, as in, what are you doing here, California? They were teaching how to auction mostly cows and cars. The hang now board, the part of the buy kind of auction style when you have to get through 225 head of cattle in an hour. The instructors absolutely hated me. They thought my style was terrible. They were like, pretty much go back to California. And it turned out it was a great time, and I learned an awful lot and some important things, so used that to help develop my auctioneering style as well. So the best part about being an auctioneer is I get to bring out my inner rock star. The other thing I like is when I got a guy who's bidding and he's done. He's finished. That's it. I'm done. Get out of my face. And I can apply just the right amount of pressure. Not so much that he's like, this guy's a wet blanket, get him off me. But just enough so that he goes, all right, one more time. That's how auctioneers make their money, and that's how you separate yourself from the pack. One of the best things I get to do as an auctioneer is raise a lot of money for great charities. Tonight we're here at the Bachelor Auction, making money for children's charities in San Francisco. One of my favorite groups to do auctions for is the public school system. For a lot of these schools, if they don't raise their own money, they don't have art, music, PE, computers, and so what they do is they'll hold auctions, and often the auction will make up their entire budget for the year, and that allows them to keep these things. Probably the most gratifying experience I ever had was a librarian came up to me after one of my auctions that I did for a public elementary school that wasn't wealthy, and she said, hey, you made $20,000, you allowed us to save my job. And it's pretty powerful stuff when you get to do that. So the best thing I ever sold was a mosaic table literally made by a bunch of third graders at one of my public school auctions. I ended up having two grandfathers who would not quit. I thought I'd get maybe $1,000 for it, so I started out $500, $600, $700 over there. Turns out it went to $1,250, $1,500, $1,750. Next thing I know, I'm up to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Sold the thing for $12,000. I couldn't believe it. Ended up bowing to the guys who bought it. It was a great night. It was a lot of fun. If I had to pick a category of my favorite items to sell, that'd have to be musical instruments. A couple months ago, I had a guitar signed by Journey. I strapped it on, came out playing bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum. Had the DJ playing Don't Stop Believin'. I played along. It was great. We sold it for $5,000. So the question is, do you collect anything? And to that I say, God, no. I feel like I'm in a constant losing battle to get crap out of my house. I kind of like the zen of having less stuff, not more stuff, and I think that goes real well with auctioneering because auctions take stuff out of the hands of people who don't want them and puts it into the hands of people who do want them. When they're going to start, let's all meet kind of down by the DJ area right before we start.
Great, we have
about 8:30.
about an hour.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, rock on, guys. It's 7:36, so a little less than an hour. Awesome. Woo! My name's Keith. I'm the auctioneer. How are you?
Hey, I'm great.
Good deal, good deal. Sorry I have to stand out here in the cold.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
So you guys already know who you're bidding on? You all ready? All ready to go?
We started scoping it out today.
Very scoping it. Good, good. Yeah.
Very productive.
Very popular work time activity is searching out the bachelors at the Bachelor Auction. Absolutely.
Well spent.
Good. Short, bald, fat, drug addiction. We have that too. That's number 13 or 14. Be ready for it. Good. So I should probably start denominations of like 10,000, 15, 20, 30,000, kind of get up there.
Oh yeah, I will put a mortgage out on my
the house.
Mortgaging the house. That's what I like. Very good. I'll be looking for you. So what, you're probably looking for short, fat, balding.
How'd you know?
I have a sense about these things.
Yeah,
so it's good.
yeah.
So we got a lot of them in there, so it'll be really good.
Hey,
so
thank you. Thank you so much.
Good. Dorothy, nice to meet you. So do you have your guy picked out for the evening?
No, to be honest, I'm just here with my girlfriend.
Come on, you were looking and you were spending your time at work surfing the internet to figure it out.
My girlfriend dragged me here, so I'm here.
It's the ones who say their girlfriends dragged them here that end up your bidders. Give me your name. Yes, excellent. That wallet, get a shot of that wallet, looks very heavy. Looks like a lot of money in that wallet, ready to go. Ladies, if you're not bidding on this, you're obviously not paying attention. Look at these chiseled good looks. So have you picked out your favorite bachelor yet?
I have. But
You
I have
have?
a couple that I really want.
All right, well, don't tell me who. It's got to be a secret. Good deal. What are you looking for? Tall, dark, and handsome, athlete, business person, firefighter, pilot. We got them all today. All of the above. Great. I'll make sure I see you when we point him out to you. Hey, I'm here with Reggie Williams, star of the Golden State Warriors. We're going to be auctioning him off in just a few minutes, so it's going to be a great night. We're going to get a lot of money for this fine gentleman. I hope so. Good deal. That's right here. Right there. Reggie Williams is yours. He's going to you. I'm going to get a quick sale. Go! Right here. Thanks a lot. Oh, come on. I love the shy one. So my name is Keith. I'm the auctioneer. Have you got all figured out who you're going to bid on?
I haven't yet, but I'm going to figure it out
Yeah,
soon.
you're going to figure it out soon. You're going to see him at whatever strikes your fancy at the moment.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
I'm the shy one.
You're the shy one. I tell you, it's the shy ones that always end up winning the bid. I see you guys have staked out some primo real estate here. You can see the meat from the perfect angle and he's ready to go. Do we know who we're bidding on?
I would guess about to start deciding.
Got it. Got it. All right. I see here you need a pen to narrow down your list.
What do you recommend?
So I think you can't go wrong here at the Bachelor Auction. Depends if you like athletes or if you like business people. I think the day with Chris Judd down in Los Angeles, a dance lesson, he'll teach you like how to move. I don't think you can beat that. Good deal. Exactly, yeah. So I'll be looking up to you for that one. Good deal. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Take care. You got it. How many of you were not here at last year's event? Very good. Well, those of you who weren't here last year, just keep your hands up like that for about the next hour or so. You'll learn very quickly how this works. All right, ladies, what do you think? Not bad, huh? On that note, let's bring out the first bachelor! Somebody start the bidding at this. 500, where? 500, 750, 1,000, 1,250, 1,500. You're going to be lying in bed tomorrow night. You're going to cry yourself to sleep on what could have been. Look at this beautiful human specimen. Oh, that's an opportunity. What do you think? I got 2,000 up there. It's got to be 2,250. His ass is perfectly round, ladies. I got 2,250. Yeah, I got you. 2,250 is going to be 2,500. I know you're thinking about it. 2,500 right there. Thank you so much. Thank you. 25. Hey, no, it's an opportunity for you. My mother would be so proud of me that I went to auction school for this. Nice work, my man. All right, ladies. One of these days I gotta sell something here. You've got that hungry look in your eyes.
Seriously, all night she's wanting to
You got that hungry look right here. Right here. Right here. $3,000. It's just like, what else can you possibly do with $3,000? Nothing. This guy's a Navy SEAL. He can do more with this part of his pinky than most men can with their whole body. $3,000 right there. Thank you so much. 1 to 3,000, 20 to 3,000. Last call, 30 to 50. And so $3,000. Congratulations. You're gonna have a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, God. That was lovely.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much for coming out to the Bachelor Auction. My name is Keith McLane. You guys were a fantastic audience. We had a great night. See you again next year. Thank you very much.
That's it.
The last question on the list is, why do I love being an auctioneer? This is why. What a great night. Thanks again.